Are your curls in need of a reset? Maybe they're feeling very dry, limp, and lifeless, or maybe it's the very first time that you're trying to style your naturally curly hair and you're looking to bring back your curls after years of straightening. Well, I'm gonna walk you through exactly how to bring your natural curls back in a step-by-step wash day routine. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Gina, and here I make videos all about naturally curly hair. I love simplifying things, doing step-by-step tutorials, and really helping you all problem solve with your curls. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to my channel. I also wanted to thank Ouidad for partnering with me for this video. They're one of my favorite brand partners. You guys know I've been featuring their products for years now. I use their gel all the time and it's always showing up in videos, but I'm so excited because they just launched a brand new product, and that is the new Unbreakable Bonds Mixing Drops. I've never seen a product like this before. You basically add it into any of your stylers and it repairs those broken bonds in your hair. So I will show you exactly how to use it. Let's go ahead and get started. Did you know that our hair is weakest when it's wet? Removing tangles while your hair is dry may be a better method to try, especially if your hair is damaged and fragile. Use a bit of oil to gently separate tangles and remove loose hairs with your hands. I'm using the Ouidad Mongongo Oil Multi-Use Curl Treatment because it's fast absorbing and it contains essential fatty acids to soften and protect the hair. This will also protect the hair during the shampoo process by protecting the cuticle layer from friction and excessive swelling. When our hair is damaged, the hair can lose even more proteins during washing and become weaker due to small cracks that are in the cuticle layer. Oils help to lubricate the strands and fill in those cracks in the hair's cuticle. The key though is to not overdo it with oil, so you'll want to let it sit overnight to fully soak in, or for at least a few minutes before you start shampooing. Step number 2 is to clarify your hair. I'm going to be using the Ouidad Waterworks Clarifying Shampoo, which is actually a special type of clarifying shampoo. It's actually a chelating shampoo, which removes hard water minerals, buildup, and impurities. So having hard water in your home is super common and it can really wreak havoc on your hair. Natural minerals such as calcium tend to cling to our hair over time and they just make it feel very brittle and dry. These minerals can't actually be removed with a regular clarifying shampoo or any type of regular shampoo, which is why you need a chelating shampoo specifically, because they contain special surfactants in them that are able to remove them. So this shampoo gives a deep cleanse, so it's something that you just want to use every couple of weeks when your hair is in need of a reset. If you ever notice that your shampoo is just not lathering up, your conditioner is not doing anything, your curls might look very dull and just feel very dry no matter what you do, you might have hard water in your home that's causing your hair to feel that way. Also, make sure that you are massaging your scalp really well because you want to maintain a healthy scalp if you want healthier curls. Step number 3 is to deep condition. So after doing a deep cleanse, you'll always want to follow up with a deep conditioner to replenish moisture. So I'm using the Ouidad Ultra Nourishing Intense Hair Mask, which contains oils such as argan, olive oil, macadamia, and sunflower oil to soften, condition, and prevent breakage. The nice thing about this is you only have to leave it on for about 5 minutes, which makes it very easy to use. So if you are trying to get your curls back, maybe your hair is very damaged, or if you have a lot of heat damage, deep conditioning on a regular basis is really going to improve your hair health. I usually deep condition about once a week because my hair is still very dry. I have quite a bit of high porosity, damaged areas still on my hair, especially on the ends. So I do need to deep condition on a regular basis. Once your hair gets healthy, you probably only need to deep condition about once a month, but just see what works well for you. If you find that your hair gets weighed down from deep conditioner, you can just focus it on your ends, or you can even try just using less, or maybe only deep conditioning every once in a while because your hair does still need that moisture. Another thing people like to do who do get weighed down hair from deep conditioner is to apply it first and then shampoo, but I feel like you're kind of just shampooing out the conditioner in that case, but some people do really like doing it with that method. Then after the 5 minutes is up, I'm just rinsing it out, and I always like to make sure that I rinse my root area very well, just in case if any of the deep conditioner might have gotten onto my scalp. I don't want my hair to get weighed down. And then I'm just showing you my after results because I could definitely tell a difference in my curls. They always look so much better after a good deep conditioning treatment, and they're definitely looking very healthy. So now I'm just going to wrap my hair up in my hair towel. Do not be using a bath towel on your curls. If you're new to your curly hair routine, I just wanted to let you know that you need a hair towel or a t-shirt. If you don't want to buy a hair towel,
You can totally just use an old t-shirt to scrunch your curls and just to dry your roots before styling, because a bath towel is going to cause so much frizz and breakage and just damage on your curls. So before I apply my styling products, I like to spritz my hair with some water, mainly just on the ends, because you want to make sure that your hair is evenly wet. You don't want to end up with stringy, wet frizz, so you will need a spray bottle or just wet your hair down with your hands. I'd like to towel dry my roots so that way they're not dripping, soaking wet, and then just mist the links of my hair. You don't want your hair to be like soaking your shirt, but it does need to be pretty good and wet so that way you don't get a ton of wet frizz and just stringiness. So first I'm applying the Curl Reboot Nourish and Strength Leave-In Mask for lightweight moisture. And I'm adding in the new Ouidad Unbreakable Bonds mixing drops. All you need is about 2 to 3 drops, and it can be added to any styling products or leave-ins. So the mixing drops are fragrance-free and formulated with unique bond-building technology, vegan collagen, and hyaluronic acid to strengthen your hair and prevent breakage. This is such an easy way to work in a bonding treatment because you just add it to your existing products. So if you're not already familiar with how bond treatments work, they work to repair damage from the inside of the hair. So they actually relink broken hair bonds, including hydrogen, ionic, and disulfide bonds, which can all be damaged by various things that we do to our hair, such as heat styling, chemical damage, bleaching, even mechanical damage, which comes from brushing and detangling. Even things like the sun and chlorine can really wreak havoc on our hair and cause damage. After I use bond treatments, I always notice that my curl pattern is also enhanced and overall just more defined because it is strengthening the hair. These bonding drops also contain rice protein, so if your hair is damaged or if your hair just really tends to respond well to products with protein, you can add these into any styler that you have to just add some protein ingredients. They also contain hyaluronic acid, which is unique because that actually helps to hydrate the hair, and I've never seen that in a bonding treatment before. So this bond treatment is not going to make your hair feel stiff or brittle. It's actually going to feel very conditioned and soft. This next step is totally optional, but I did want to share another new product from Ouidad that just came out. This is the Featherlight Volumizing Foam that's part of the Advanced Climate Control collection. So this is a non-aerosol foam that helps to create volume and fullness. I like using it underneath my gel to help create more root lift and overall fullness, and it helps my low density hair look a lot thicker. You can check out the Instagram reel that I'm going to have linked below if you want to learn more about the foam, and I'll be sharing more tips for getting overall fullness. So to add hold and tame frizz, I'm applying one of my all-time favorite gels, the Advanced Climate Control Stronger Hold Gel. I prefer to apply this in sections for maximum definition, and then I can make sure that I'm coating every single strand of hair because I really struggle with frizz, especially root frizz, so I'm making sure to take that all the way up. So this product contains proteins as well. It's also very moisturizing, and it has loads of humidity blocking ingredients. This is one of the only gels that truly makes a difference in my hair when it comes to humidity. It has high slip, making it perfect for those with damaged or very tangly hair. I love that slippery feeling. It's not too sticky. It actually feels very moisturizing, and it does help to just clump and define the curls overall. If you're enjoying this video so far, and if you're finding any of this helpful, make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already, because I make content like this all the time. So brush styling is completely optional as well. You could totally skip it, but I like to use brush styling techniques and finger coiling because it really helps my curls just hold their shape and last a lot longer, especially if you're someone that is trying to enhance your curl pattern, or maybe you're trying to get your curls back. This can really help give you the look that you want and help encourage those curls. And as you get used to styling your curls, it does become a lot easier, but anytime that I incorporate any styling techniques, it just lasts so much longer. It helps prevent frizz as well. So once you get the hang of it, it's not too hard at all, and I can actually do it pretty fast, so it's not too much work. It actually saves me a lot of time during the week. And I usually only do like more of a detailed brush styling routine just in the front section because those are more of my problem areas. So if you have some areas that just do not curl up no matter what you do, maybe you have some straighter pieces, or you have some uneven curl patterns, this can really help to enhance it. But just be careful to make sure that you're not grabbing sections that are too big or just going against your natural curl pattern. Make sure you're just enhancing your current one because you don't want to be causing any more damage or trying to force your curls into a different curl pattern. This is just something to kind of enhance it. So just doing it on the top section or on problem areas can really save time. I just do a faster brush styling technique all over, but just putting a little bit more attention to the problem areas can really help. So once I'm done styling, I like to microplop, which is just where you take your hair towel and you scrunch out the excess water before you diffuse. And this is just going to help speed up your dry time. I'm actually avoiding scrunching my top section though, because as I said, this is my problem area, so it does tend to get frizz. If you do get any frizz after microplopping, just glaze in a little bit more gel on top and you'll even get more hold that way. So it's finally time to diffuse, and I'm first hovering my diffuser to prevent frizz. If you're really struggling with frizz when you're diffusing, then you're either not using the right diffusing practices or you don't have enough hold in your gel. If you don't have enough hold in your styling products, your hair is going to frizz up when you're putting heat to it or air to it. Especially if your hair is damaged, you might want to try this hovering technique. It just helps to set the gel cast first so that way it doesn't get as frizzy. But diffusing really does help to set the curl shape, prevent frizz, and also create so much more volume and root lift. My curls last so much longer when I diffuse compared to air drying because it does set that curl shape into place and it's not weighed down from the water weight. Also, I like to scrunch diffuse when I feel the cast start to form. So that's just when I go from the ends all the way to the top and I just hold it for a bit. I also like to use the diffuser prongs to lift my roots. This helps get so much more root lift and volume. If you want your curls to last longer, especially in humidity, I would avoid scrunching out your gel cast. But if you do want to get more fullness and a softer look, you can totally scrunch it out. I like to wait until my hair is fully dried though, and I flip upside down and fluff out my roots. You can also use a little bit of oil if you really want to soften it up and add shine. So you can use that same Ouidad oil that we used as a pre-poo treatment. This is also going to help to lock in moisture and just make the curls look very soft and shiny.
So I just wanted to share some of my final thoughts on the new mixing drops. I'm sure you guys are wondering, how does this compare to all the other bond treatments that I've talked about before? And it really comes down to just your preference and your application preference. So these you can mix into your styler, so it really takes a lot of the effort out of it. You can just add these into any styler, and they're also fragrance free and they contain protein. So they also sort of serve like protein drops. Some people do like to just add those into their styling products if their hair really does like protein or needs strengthening. So that's the main difference I would say between this and other ones that I featured. I featured some leave-ins before, which are also very easy to use, and then I've also featured like your traditional bond treatments that you have to shampoo out afterwards, and those obviously require a lot more steps. So I love how this is just something you can add into your products. You just want to make sure that you're adding it into any leave-on products like your stylers. So again, I've enjoyed a lot of the bonding treatments that I've tried. It really just comes down to your preference and what fits well within your routine. I also just wanted to remind you guys, if you were just starting with your naturally curly hair and you're looking to bring back your curls, just know that it is going to take time. Unfortunately, you can't completely transform your curls in one wash day. I obviously had a pretty big transformation with this wash day because my curls were very just like stretched out and dry, and I was in need of a good wash. They had buildup on them and my hair was just not acting right. That's usually when I do a reset. So that is one thing. But when you're talking about trying to bring your natural curls back from severe heat damage, that's gonna take time, multiple wash days, and a lot of consistency. Like, you would need to do this type of routine on a regular basis. I would say at least once a month. But ideally you're doing like some bond building treatments like this about every couple of wash days just to maintain the health of your hair. And you also cannot forget to be getting regular trims. It took me about 4 years to fully grow out the damage in my hair, and I wish I had just cut more of that off sooner, because my hair routine got so much easier and my hair was just a lot easier to manage once I finally got that damage fully cut off. So I just did gradual trims like every 6 to 8 weeks, and I was just gradually trimming off the highlight damage that I had. And I finally got my natural curls back to their natural state, which is what they're in right now. I don't have any highlights, I don't have any color or anything on my hair, and I don't use straightening tools, just use heat with a diffuser. So just wanted to say, you can't get it all fixed within one wash day, but hopefully this does still help you out, and hopefully you do see some progress after you do this type of routine. I also just wanted to say, I realize that this is a lot of steps and a lot of products. I often get that feedback from you guys, but you can always pick and choose what you want to try out. You can pick and choose which things that you want to incorporate in your routine. This is just like that ultimate routine that I do when I'm really in need of a reset. I only wash my hair about 2 times a week, and on the weekends it's usually when I put a little little bit more time into things like clarifying or deep conditioning and a little bit more styling. And that way my curls hold up and they will last all week long with very little refreshing. Anytime I don't put much effort into my hair, it does not last past day one and I end up having to do a lot of refreshing, or it just doesn't look good on next day hair. So I hope you all found this helpful. Don't forget to check out all of the Ouidad products that I used today. I'm gonna have everything linked for you down below. I also have a discount code with Ouidad, so I will have that coupon code linked down below in addition to all the products that I used in this routine. Also, don't forget to check out the Instagram reel that I'm going to have up featuring this volume foam and some more tips for achieving more fullness and volume in your hair. And if you are looking for more help with taking care of your natural curls, then I recommend checking out the video that I have right here on the screen. It's all about how to refresh your curls with little to no water. So if you are struggling with damage in your hair, you really don't want to be soaking your hair every day, and you definitely don't want to be washing it every single day if possible. So I show you some ways that you can refresh and touch up your curls without having to soak it down. So I will talk to you over in that video. Bye everyone.